Welcome to WTOL 11 News on WTOL 11 Plus. I'm Tatiana Cash. Thanks so much for joining us here online on the internet, the webs, if you will. Now, I think it was a cool but very sunny day, making you wonder what the work week is going to look like for us. Fingers crossed the same, and no rain, meteorologist Kaylee Bowers. No rain. None.
I mean, these next few days not looking bad, Tatiana. We're going to be seeing what we're seeing right now over Lake Erie, just that mixture of sunshine and clouds. It's actually going to be a very pleasant few days ahead as far as sky cover goes. But as far as those rain chances and the next best chance for rain, not until the middle to second half of the week. So you can go ahead and put away the rain gear after tonight. A few of us still seeing a few light rain showers here and there all across northwest Ohio and southeastern Michigan. Otherwise, that mixture of sunshine and clouds. Temperatures, that's really the big weather story now. We continue to cool down right around this dinner time hour, seeing temperatures in the upper 40s and the low to mid 50s, and we continue to cool back down to the low 40s for tonight. So another cool night is on the way and tracking those mostly cloudy skies. So once this light rain moves out of here for some of us, we'll be seeing those mostly cloudy skies. So the rest of the night, here we go. Clouds decrease throughout these nighttime hours and temperatures will decrease as well. Waking up on your Monday morning will be in the low 40s with that mixture of sunshine and clouds, but more sunshine is on the way for the second half of the day for tomorrow. We're forecasting temperatures below average in the mid 50s for Monday afternoon. And actually could feel slightly cooler because of those gusty winds. At times, we could see wind gusts around 20, possibly even 25, close to 30 miles an hour throughout tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow evening. So bring in any loose outdoor objects or just find ways to secure them outside just to be on the safe side. But here we go. Those rain chances out of here. For Monday, Tuesday, most of Wednesday will be dry, but we'll definitely see rain chances late Wednesday and into the second half of the week. So put away the rain gear. You will not need it until Thursday, Friday, and in the next several days we'll be a little bit more on the soggy side, and also seeing temperatures continue to cool down. But looking ahead towards the middle to almost end of October, a good portion of the state will see below average temperatures. Us here in Northwest Ohio will actually be right around average. But remember, our average highs by then in the upper 50s and the low 60s. And that's what we're seeing right now. We're in the mid 50s for tomorrow and Tuesday, low 60s Wednesday and Thursday. That's when those rain chances start to move back in for the second half of the week and also into next weekend. So what we saw this past weekend, that transitions also into next weekend. Tatiana.
All right, thanks, Keely. Now, Israel's government officially declares war on Hamas after a devastating surprise attack. Today, Israeli airstrikes lit up the sky over Gaza, and officials vowing a long fight against Hamas. Several hundred Palestinians, both civilian and military personnel, were reportedly killed in this surprise attack.
They infiltrated Israeli territory and killed hundreds of Israelis. At least 600 were butchered yesterday, including whole families, elderly women, children, babies were taken out of their mothers' lap and murdered.
The leader of the Palestinian terror group says militants in Gaza are holding dozens of Israeli hostages and will not release them until Palestinian prisoners are freed from Israel. Across the U.S., reaction continues to pour in over the deadly violence in Israel after a surprise attack at Hamas, and CBS News has more.
Families lucky enough to escape the escalating conflict unfolding in Israel landed in California after catching a last-minute flight out of Tel Aviv.
My heart is there. All my family, everybody's there. My cousin's husband just passed away trying to save other people.
In New York City, the lights of the Empire State Building were lit up in the colors of the Israeli flag in solidarity.
We have the largest Jewish population outside of Tel Aviv here in this city, and it's really horrifying to look at some of the images.
Secretary of State Antony Blinken said Americans could be among the casualties and those taken hostage by Hamas.
We've got reports that several Americans are among the dead. We're working very actively to verify those reports. At the same time, there are reports of Americans being taken hostage there, too.
Politically, Politically, Republicans continue to attack the Biden administration over the August prisoner swap deal that unfroze $6 billion in Iranian funds, an ally of the Hamas terror group.
To think that they're not moving money around is irresponsible to say that to the American people.
Biden administration officials say those funds have not been used and could only be used for humanitarian purposes. And critics are also questioning how both U.S. and Israeli intelligence could have missed this attack was coming. Cristian Benavides, CBS News.
The European Union, along with both the British and Australian prime ministers, are among those worldwide who have expressed their solidarity with Israel. And we'll continue to track a big story this week. A Toledo police officer off the job after Wood County grand jury indicted him for rape. We now have Officer Raul Jaso's personnel file. Nothing is disciplinary in it, showing he completed the academy and joined TBD in 2018, receiving exceptional performance reviews in 2020. TOL 11 sat down with Toledo Mayor Wade Kapsicavage to find out what happens next.
This individual no longer is in a position of authority over the citizens, in this case as a police officer, until this matter is resolved. And if it is resolved in a way that he is found not guilty and vindicated and exonerated, if that's the right word, okay, then he would be able to, again, be in a position where he can serve the public. But until then, it's just too important that the trust of the citizens is maintained.
Police reports show Jasos allegedly sexually assaulted a woman at his home in Northwood back in August. She then went to the hospital, and police investigated, and it took 3 weeks for the indictment. Toledo Police Chief Mike Trenley says the department took immediate steps to remove Jaso from duty once a grand jury indicted him, but he has right to due process of law. We are saying congratulations to our WTOL 11 investigative team. WTOL 11 Investigates they're being honored by earning a prestigious National Edward R. Morrow Award. This is the first anyone in Toledo has ever been awarded this honor. WTOL 11 actually dug into sexual assaults, which happened at the Cedar Point Employee Housing Complex last year. Lead investigator Brian Duggar, investigative reporter Kaylee Marintet, and producer Silas Sang are in New York now. They're going to accept the award tomorrow. Listen up, Whole Foods shoppers. The company shutting down its West Toledo location on Secor next Friday. A spokesperson tells WTOL 11 Whole Foods is going to work with employees to find new jobs. The store opened about 4 years ago and actually sparked significant development within the area. Meanwhile, the Wood County Museum is getting ready to open its doors after being closed for about 10 months. The museum is going to hold a ribbon cutting for the grand reopening on October 19th, and there's going to be an author meet and greet with Holly A. Kinderall, who wrote Ohio Infirmary Buildings. Each year, WTOL 11 is proud to lead the way in the St. Jude Dream Home giveaway, and we want to say congratulations to Julie Keller. She won the $10,000 Lazy Boy shopping spree in August, and Keller says she plans to give a portion to her son, who recently lost all of his furniture in a house fire. Oh dear. And she also plans to help her grandchildren furnish their homes.
When you get something as large as this, you don't want it all for yourself. You want to reach out and share it with those people that can use it.
Our whole family is so appreciative of this situation. My mother certainly loves to go and buy raffle tickets for things like this, wonderful causes, and well, sometimes you actually win.
In all, Judy Keller and you together, y'all help raise $2 million for St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital this year. Good on you. All right, now one man in North Toledo held a fundraiser last night to bring the community together and make his dream a reality. Weston Brian McAllister and his family are working to open SAR Barbershop on Stickney Avenue. And Friday night, they held a fish fry to help raise money to get the shop open for business. McAllister says this project has been 25 years in the making and hopes to make it a safe place for the North Toledo community.
I'm hoping to bring a sense of pride, back to the community. I want the children to see themselves looking good and know that they have a place to go where they can talk to somebody, where they can go get groomed up, and be mentored as time goes by.
McAllister says he hopes to have the shop opened by November 1st. Promenade Park was packed this morning for the annual Walk to Defeat ALS. The walk is the largest in the area's fundraiser, and it is an advocacy event for ALS community, commonly known ALS as Lou Gehrig's disease, a neuromuscular affecting nerve cells in the brain as well as spinal cord and causes loss of muscle control.
It's I love doing it. It makes me feel happy inside to be able to see people, especially like today. We have, patients here that have ALS and to let them see what we do for them.
Do not worry if you missed today's event. They are still accepting donations online, and you can find the link on our website, WTOL.com. Toledoans and their fur babies and their fur friends had a ball at Ottawa Park as they took a long walk for a cause of their own. The Run for Rescues event kicked off at their Pawpalooza on Adopt a Shelter Pet Month. That's this month. Now, this was the third annual Run for Rescues, providing a fun opportunity to celebrate doggos in the Lucas County community. Over 60 runners, 20 dogs ran the route, and some of the dogs attending were actually out there ready to be adopted during said walk.
Anytime you can bring your dog to something, people just love it. We want our family members with us all the time, and that includes our dogs. So anything that's dog friendly, we know people are going to love and show up and support. I know I love bringing my dog everywhere, and so to see all the bonds that they've built with their furry friend, it just warms your heart.
Warms your heart. In honor of Adopt a Shelter Pet Month, dogs over 6 months can be adopted for free with a license if candy is donated for their trunk or treat. That's going to happen later. Oh, look at the baby. Later this month. I love it. All right, now, the Powerball jackpot is still climbing. Everyone wants to be a billionaire, but you don't need to match all the numbers to win big. We spoke with one lucky local man as he tells us about his new life as an overnight millionaire. Kaylee.
That is amazing right there. I am so excited for him. But you know what? I'm also excited about the weather just a little bit. We're talking about lots of sunshine Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Finally, but still seeing cooler temperatures in the mid 50s to low 60s. But enjoy that because rain is on the way for the second half of the week and also into the weekend. Just very similar to what we saw this past weekend. A little bit of rain here and there and those cooler temperatures. So have the rain gear and the sweater ready to go.
Sweater weather.
Sweater weather.
Sweater weather. Love it. But no, wonderful. So technically, weather, in a sense, is $1 million. In addition to the man who won $1 million, it's a millionaire's type of winning thing. Is that the theme I can go with here?
We'll go with it. Why not?
I like it. Okay.
Love it.
I buy it. You buy it. We buy it. Thank you so much for joining us here on WTOL 11 Plus. Definitely catch us tonight on WTOL 11 at 11. And of course, we'll see you then.